I'm Jared Hall, and this is Avatars in Gaming and Instruction. What do we mean? Gamification. The process of adding games or game-like elements to something as a task so as to encourage participation. Avatars. An icon or figure representing a particular person in computer games, internet forums, etc. Gamification. Games date back to the start of mankind. However, today it can take form in a variety of ways. Sports, card games, board games, video games, to name a few. Games are used for enjoyment, competition, social interaction, and yes, even learning. In the digital context, avatars have been around since the start of online forums. Serve the purpose of reflecting the character and personality of the user. Involved in gaming, internet forums and messaging, social media, and academics. At the start of online internet forums, a user would normally have a 2D icon or picture representing their avatar. However, with today's advancements in technology, users have the option to select 3D. Connecting to education. In this picture, we see an Xbox, which is a gaming console, boxing it out with a book, and the book represents the learning environment, education. And we get the negative vibe that, as they are fighting, that they do not belong together. They're against each other. However, in the upcoming slides, we'll see the many benefits of incorporating games and avatars to learning. What students gain. Experience a variety of challenges. Engage in simulations compared to reading static pages. Develop connections with the educational content. Increase technological fluency, especially in digital gaming. Promotes teamwork. Engage in critical thinking and decision making. Increases creativity. Potential to break down learning barriers, language, etc. And this specific point will be brought up when we discuss avatars. Increased communication. In the next slide, we'll watch a clip from the website MathMaker and explore how we can incorporate gaming in the classroom.
Well, so far I am making my dinosaur game. So that's my dinosaur. So if we were to collide with the wall, it would stop. That's where it just went.
Hey Brandon, what you working on?
I'm working on my game. I think sooner or later I have to put in some high score system where like the players will compete against their scores.
Like a score attack?
Yeah.
So I wanted to make my grasshopper jump naturally, so I want him to know like how far and how high you're supposed to jump. For me to know how the grasshopper should jump, I have to know the quadratic formula. The first point of the parabola is the starting point. The second x is the second point of the parabola, meaning which is the vertex, and the third point of the parabola is where it lands. So by using the quadratic formula, I can determine the vertex and which angle it's jumping to.
The game-making math course that was conducted in the spring was tied to several state standards for mathematics, targeting ratios, linear equations, and proportions, and some other concepts. So in order to assess students' learning on those areas, we turned to the actual tests that are administered by the state. And we were very impressed to see that on all three of those sets of tests, students improved an average of about 20%. Not only that, but the vast majority of students each posted gains.
In this video clip, we're able to see how students are able to incorporate mathematics and programming to achieve the desired outcome. Projects of this nature align with the core beliefs of the Science, Technology, Engineering, Mathematics Coalition, commonly known as STEM. Some more information on MathMaker. Math, science, program, creativity, and the love for video games are combined to provide the tools students need to develop the games themselves. Students simulate actual careers of video game developers, potential curriculum for engineering and science technology classes, ESLabs, or Project Lead the Way courses. Promotes the fields of information technology and systems, computer science, engineering. To the right, we have the link to the MathMaker website. And MathMaker offers a curriculum that can be customized to fit the needs of the students. In the next video, we'll see another video clip. In this one, Tim Vanderberg shows his method of incorporating games into his classroom.
So my entire math class is gamified. This is what I mean. I've got rewards, I've got levels, and so on. For example, every quarter I give an MP3 player to the top students, so all the high achievers are really pushing for that. Students level up. We have 4 math classes. I teach the high math class. If kids do really well on the district benchmark tests, they level up to the next math class, to get to my math class where it's fun. And they're all killing each other to get there. Also, we have a super huge reward after state tests are done in April for the entire last month of school. If you have stayed leveled up in my math class, you're one of those top 36 students in a grade level, you get to stay in my math class for the rest of the school year. There is no homework, no classwork, nothing. We just play Monopoly, learn to solve Rubik's Cubes, and if you want to do some 7th grade math, go ahead. But we're going to play Monopoly. Now, how would you like to have no homework, no classwork for a month? And this is with principal and district blessing and approval. Why? Because they're killing on the state math tests. Also, I have a Hall of Fame. I've got on the wall every single student who scored advanced on the state math test once I started doing this. And the kids look at that. I said, you want to be like one of those kids? So there's that all-time high score list, you know, like on a video game. That's on my classroom wall. The kids want to be on that. Well, here's what happened with the data. District benchmark tests. We're setting record scores all the time, killing that test every 6 weeks. Also, we have rapidly increasing California state math test scores. In 2007, before I ever started this, I had a whopping 10 kids score advanced, the highest level on the California state math test, the number that matters. In 2008, when I started using Monopoly in the classroom, 19 advanced students. 2009, 27 advanced students. 2010, 37 advanced students on the California state math test. I think it's working. We've also had several perfect state.
So in this clip, we're able to see how Mr. Tim Vandenberg utilizes a game as a method for teaching. Students learn math and economic concepts, engage in critical thinking, and pursue higher levels of learning. Students are able to make the connection between the game and the educational concepts as shown by students' test accomplishments. Incorporation of avatars and some of their benefits. Provide students with a guide during e-lessons. Provide instructional tips and suggestions. Helps engage students through a conversation. Assists in overcoming language barriers. Role-play scenarios not accessible to students in the classroom. And here we have the information regarding Voki, which is the website that allows users to create and customize avatars. Offers the inclusion of the avatar in presentations. Over 25 languages. Helps monitor and engage students. It is free, and the link to the Voki website is included at the bottom. Meeting the standards. Games and avatars are able to be customized to fit current standards that are presented to educators. Standards increase with the inclusion of technical courses such as engineering and computer science. Technology's rapid growth paves the way for higher quality digital gaming and avatar utilization. So as we include standards for students regarding the technical courses that are being introduced in today's classrooms, higher quality digital games and avatars are able to meet those standards as technology does increase. So they kind of go hand in hand. Final thoughts. Technology is a rapidly growing field and constantly pushing the boundaries in which gaming and avatars affect learning. Teachers must take on the responsibility to engage in lifelong learning to meet the needs of today's students, especially since technology is involved, as it is rapidly growing and changing constantly. Attend seminars, professional development, classes, conduct research, or take the leap to present your own findings. Remember, games and avatars do not replace the teacher, as they are only tools used to connect students to educational concepts. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation and are excited about the advantages that games and avatars can bring today's students.